Do not attempt to adjust your set. This is a Streaming Freedom Video Bulletin. It cannot be stopped, and it is the only free voice left on the net. Hello friends, and welcome back to the channel. So in today's Skyrim mod showcase here on PS4, I am currently making my way to Bellefort's General Goods store. That is to meet up with, of all people, Todd Howard in the game, as we'll be taking a look at a mod that adds him as a potential follower that you can recruit. Now there has been a version of Todd Howard available as a follower for many years on PlayStation. However, that was back before external assets were allowed, so that particular version suffered from a gray face bug. This version, however, is an external asset port and should not have such issue. So, with that said, let's see how fine today's showcased mod.
Divine smile on you, friend.
Thanks, you too. So you can currently find Todd Howard available in the latest category, of which there are two versions of this follower mod available. One is for the PS4 version of Skyrim, and the other is for the PS5 version of Skyrim. So please make certain to pick the mod version that matches your game version for the textures to display properly. Depending on when you see this video, you can also find this mod by bringing up the search function with L1 and then typing in Todd Howard to the search bar. That should get both versions of the mod to come up, as well an older version of the mod which is not part of this showcase. The one that you'll be looking for is one of these two right here, the name of which is PS4 version Todd Howard Follower. This mod was ported to PlayStation by mod author aurllcooljay and was originally created by the mod author Tyltos. Probably not saying the name correctly. I apologize if that's the case. The mod description in part reads, adds a Todd Howard follower in Bellefort's General Goods in Whiterun. If he isn't there, wait an in-game hour and he should appear. I added a custom voice using a few sound clips of Todd Howard from YouTube. He also has a spell tome in his inventory which will let you teleport him, but be forewarned the spell tome is designed to summon Todd some feet away from you. If you ask him to wait, you'll be able to track his location through a miscellaneous quest. Todd acts as a spell sword, he uses a one-handed weapon, and casts a fire spell. As always, please make certain to read the mod description in its entirety before choosing to download and install this or any other mod. So, once you have the mod downloaded and enabled, to meet up with Todd and recruit him as a follower, you need to head to Bellefort's General Goods store, which of course can find by heading to Whiterun at this location on the map. So let's go ahead, head on inside at this time, and meet up with Todd Howard. Can't believe I just said that.
Everybody in here? Give a holler if you have any questions.
You haven't seen anybody from Bethesda in here by chance, have you? In any case, Todd, apparently is not here. Might have to wait an in-game hour to meet up with.
A token of my affection. Don't mean we're engaged or nothing.
Yeah, thanks. By the way, he's married to Lydia. In any case, to meet up with him, use the Eagle Vision real quick, and I can see if maybe he's just in a different room. Wait a minute. Okay, that's him right there. And he's cooking. Well, you know, Todd Howard cooks his own meals. Wouldn't have expected that. Also, where you're at, it's going to be very hard to actually get a good look at you here. Can I get over here, maybe? And that's no better. Let me go ahead and recruit him as a follower in game to turn around. Join me on my Todd ventures, huh? Okay. Now, there will be some other options here that you won't have. For example, you won't have this as from a separate mod, and this is from multiple follower system. So when speaking to him the first time, you should only see this right here.
It just works.
And he said it. I was wondering if he was going to say that. After all, that's one of his most famous phrases. Now let me see if I can get him to turn to the camera and get him to stop that. Maybe do this, so we can get a better look at him. Okay, now will you? Alright. There we go. So, this is Todd Howard, and you can see here is what he is currently wearing. Then let me go ahead and speak with Todd. Brings up this options for us, so need you to do something. Time to employ your services. Stay here for now. Need access to your stash. Get lost. I don't need you anymore. That's a real nice way to put it. And I need to trade some things with you, which I would think would be the same as this option right here. Let's go ahead and select that and see.
It just works.
If that's all he's going to say. Speaking of which, there is a spell tome. It just works in his inventory, which will teleport him to you if he gets lost. Go ahead and take that. Then he has some food here he's been cooking in a giant stove. And let's go ahead and select this option and see if it's the same thing. Okay, so that option he doesn't speak, but it does bring it up. So if you want to hear him, then you would select this option.
Yes, I was in the chess club.
Okay, so he does have some voice lines other than "it just works." In any case, that should have put him into the waiting phase, and in turn, yeah, added in a quest right here. Todd Howard is waiting for you. You can toggle on and off in the quest log as a marker over his head, so that if you set him in the waiting phase somewhere and you forget where, you can use this to be able to find him again. And to set him as an active follower, select "I need you again."
Who's laughing now?
Which then moved the quest marker, as well as the quest to track him. Okay, let's see what he says when I select "I need you to do something." Maybe I need to have him do something first. Okay, I guess not. Maybe they didn't have lines for everything, I don't know. In any case, go ahead and set him back as a follower. And what does this do? Time to employ your services.
It just works.
Okay, that one's got a voice line, and looks like it's just asking him to do something again. So he's got the option to ask him to do something twice, with one of them having a voice line, and then same with trading with him.
Who's laughing now?
And the only other option he has is this one right here. Get lost, I don't need you anymore.
It doesn't just work.
Oh, which dismisses him, and he sounds really sad about it.
It just works.
Right, well, the other thing to take a look at would be that book that we got from him. Open up your inventory, head over to the book section, and you should find a spell tome, which is added right here. Spell tome, it just works. Go ahead and learn that. Open up the magic category. Head to, I'm assuming, conjuration? Yeah. It just works. Go ahead and equip that to one of your hands. And I do realize I'm in a small area, but, excuse me. Go ahead and cast it real quick.
Please do look around. Sure,
Okay, and as you can see, he will appear. Now, the mod description did mention that it might be a little bit finicky and stuff, so just keep that in mind when using it to teleport him. So, next up, I'm going to see about finding some enemies, as he is supposed to be a spell sword, so he should use a combination of a weapon and magic. So let's see how he does in combat. I'll be back with you guys a little later on.
Customer. Perhaps you're a wealthy one, too.
Well, I'm not, but Todd, would you mind buying some stuff? Todd, I realize you're a busy man and all, but there's something I wanted to ask you for years, and that is, can't you do something about Draco? Yeah, take your time, why don't you? Not like we got all day. Oh great, and now I don't even have time to set up the shot. Okay, well, I guess going into it like this, see how Todd does in combat. I was gonna have him attack those bandits over there, but this works as well. So he is a spell sword, and you can see it's a combination of a mace as well as fire spells. Now, I should mention that the enemies in my game are pretty strong for long with my characters been around, so followers ported in at first usually don't do too well against them until they kind of like been around a while, weapons upgraded and stuff, so just keep that in mind. But you can still basically see how he attacks and stuff, and again, she is kind of, oh shit, he broke. That was not supposed to happen. I'm gonna get blamed for this. Damn, Todd Howard, the real one's gonna be pissed. I don't know what happened just now. I mean, I do know what happened, but that shouldn't have happened. I have mods in my game to prevent that from happening, and it's never happened with any follower I've ever ported in before. And of course, wouldn't you know, of all ones to do it, it wasn't my fault. What the hell's going on? Is he not set as a follower? Okay, I'm kind of at a loss here. It seems like he's not set as my follower after I resurrected him, because these options are for multiple followers, so that's the only reason they're there, but he doesn't have the option to set him as a follower. What in the hell? Okay, I guess I'll probably leave this in the showcase. Arl, if you happen to be seeing this, since you handle the port, I have mods to protect followers from dying in combat, and they never have before, so I don't... Todd, please come back. Don't tell me I'm going to have to reset the mod or worse, redo the showcase. Let me try something first. Okay, looks like that worked. I can still use MFS on him. Take you all there. Hey, it worked. Okay, I guess I'll leave this in the video too in case it might be helpful.
It just works.
Yeah, it does now. So, after losing the ability from the resurrection to be able to set him as a follower, since I have MFS, I was able to set him into one of its slots, dismissed him from there, and for whatever reason, that fixed the issue. But somebody that isn't using MFS, it could be a problem, so you might want to look into giving him an item that would like greatly increase his health or something. Why, of all people in one of my showcases, did that have to happen to Todd Howard? Hope it goes better this time. So, we're going to... No, Todd, don't rush into combat. No good can come from it. Who the fuck is that? Okay, I'm just gonna go with it. So we seem to have a concerned viewer who saw what happened to Todd and decided to join him in combat and lend him a hand. And isn't doing too well himself. I don't know where the hell he came from. It's just been an NPC that was wandering past. But I'd highly recommend, now if you don't have strong enemies, then it might not be an issue, but if you do, definitely giving him either a better weapon or enhancing the one that he has. Speaking of which, I guess I'd better take 3 of them on. But again, it's not unique to this character as far as normally when I have a follower added in by a mod, they tend to be quite weak. Twice in one showcase is a bit much, guys. And get stronger later. Good, he's up. But, that's... Oh, now look at G.
I'll show you what a real...
Oh, shit, that scared me for a minute. I thought he bit the dust again, but no. They both went down at the same time. He just staggered. Okay. Todd, get back here. I don't think we better be pressing our luck. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. But, yeah, I don't know why that, what, the showcase? I have a feeling it won't be, but thanks for your help. But, anyways, I have several mods that protect followers that are added to my game, and they've always worked before. It don't matter if they're vanilla or completely custom, and I didn't do anything different with this one than I ever do with them, so I don't know why he was the exception. And of course, of all ones that it'd have to be, it'd be Todd Howard. But just be aware of that. You might not have the same experience. Maybe it's something else in my load order that caused it. I don't know. But just be careful of that if you add into the game. So that is going to do it for today's showcase. If you're interested in this Todd Howard follower, download him, give him a try. Thank you to mod author aurllcooljay for porting this mod to PlayStation. Thank you to the original mod author that created the mod and allowed your work to be ported to our platform. If the real Todd Howard happens to see this video, very unlikely, but you're kind of ticked that your character bit it in my showcase, just know I take full responsibility. My name is Echo One Eyes Only, and you can spell that A-U-R-L-L. This has been a Streaming Freedom Video Bulletin via the Eyes Only and Format Net. Peace out.